first video. This should have been filmed a little earlier, but we wanted to get you on before I get too far. I got sidetracked 188 and got a little too far. That's why there's a wing on the car now. So we're going to give you a walk around. This is the Pikes Peak car, Slumdog version 2, or we don't know the name. We want something like Slumdog, Dumpster Baby, Junkyard Dog, maybe.
Something.
Someone should come up with something for us. So this is the new chassis that's going to be going up Pikes Peak in roughly 3 months, and there is a lot to do. There's also a lot that's already been done. So, you know, it's not. Yes, we're going to walk through all that. But where we're at today, what we've gotten done that wasn't in the video, like I said, was the wing. We had these wing uprights cut. Actually, it was very nice of Top Tier Fabrication in town. I really appreciate it. They cut us on their CNC plasma new wing uprights.
Get a closer view.
Yes. And
ignore the messy garage. Spring cleaning is a thing.
And what these were based on was these. These are some OG Cognition wing uprights from one of the old Cognition GC wings I have. But this was originally going to be the wing we were going to run, and I quickly realized with the amount of, or lack of air on Pikes Peak, we need a bigger wing. I don't want to be flying off the mountain. So APR came in and gave us the hookup on, I believe this is the GT2000 wing. It's one of their newest ones, which is kind of hard to find any information on right now. It's a dual element. I don't know the actual. You know, yeah. I think it's 16-inch cord length, 18-inch cord length. Holy shit. Maybe a little less because the wing doesn't come to the front.
Maybe like 17. Doesn't come to the back either.
It's gonna be, yeah, 17.5-inch cord length. This thing's huge. It's bigger than anything I've run. So we needed thicker wing uprights, something that's not going to fail, as well as something that's not as tall. This is a very tall wing in general, just from the wing upright to the top. So we lowered them, we made them thicker, made them beefier, shrunk the triangles a bit, and came up with these. We have a second set we cut in case we need them. Which will move the wing placement. I don't think we're going to need them, but it'll move the wing further back. So there's a few inches between these. I don't think we're going to need that. It's high enough. It's in clean air. It's going to be good to go. But that's what we did today. Was maybe you can sneak in where these go through the quarter panel and onto the frame rail.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, you can see it pretty
Film
well.
the other one all the way up. So through to the frame rail, I drilled those out. I got some mock-up bolts on there and then drilled it to bolt the wing on because I wanted to see this wing on the car. I was very excited. We've been waiting for it for a while, and well, now it's on the car.
Alright.
So from there, the next thing, I have this like ghetto taped on. I've taped off where I'm going to cut for my first cut. So I got to cut the quarters off the car so we can get the wide body on. This is about 60 millimeters wider than factory, and it's a whole thing. I mean, you can get the front end.
And what company?
This is ABW.
Alright.
And they've got a bunch of different variations. This was one of their super wides. They have another super wide body kit that's 100 millimeter. I thought that'd be excessive for what I'm doing. But it's going to be pretty wicked. This chassis has been the spare for Slumdog for a long time. So it's been accumulating just parts sitting in it. But I got this 6 years ago, and it was partially caged. I redid a lot of the door bars and stuff and passed through into boxing it to the strut towers to make this basically, we can cut away whatever we want. It'll just be a rolling, cage at that point. We could cut whatever we want off the body.
It's got a carbon roof.
Got a carbon roof.
That's staying, right?
Yeah, carbon roof will stay. We got to keep it light. We got Lexan windows we need to cut that are going to go on. We've got
Lexan windshields.
Yeah, that's the windshield. We have a rear window.
Rear window.
Lost somewhere in here.
No, it's on Slumdog.
Oh.
It's sitting on Slumdog in the front.
And most of the front has been crudely prepped. I need to finish doing some of the tube stuff on the front and get the rest of the car in primer. We have new subframes at the powder coater from 4D Engineering. We'll have those back soon, and it should start really going together. I'm waiting on a fuel cell to come in, and I need to fabricate mounts for that. What else, Mary?
Well, no, we're doing what? What engine? Just gonna do a standard D-stroker.
This will have a 2.3 liter D-stroker.
Okay.
So
that's just an EJ 257.
A 257.
Or
probably be
255 technically.
99.75 bore. We'll be using the Cali's Ultra I-beam rods, the plus 2mm length, mated to a 75mm crank. So we'll shorten the stroke and lengthen the rod, and then use a high compression, forged piston that's for the block. So that'll give us a little revability, take away some of the weird rod angles and bearing loading, and just make the engine less torquey, I guess. I don't like the huge torque spikes of the higher displacement Subaru. So
which we've run the 250 or 2.7 stroker on Slumdog, and that wasn't our favorite setup.
Great for street use, but track use, it made it hard to drive, at least for me. I think it's easier when you have a linear torque curve. So we're going to do that. I have an X-Shift sequential that's going in this. We have a limited edition Corsa manifold for Pikes Peak, which is going on this, which is a really cool one to see that they custom engraved for us just for this. Get the fuel safe fuel cell, which was and still needs to be fabbed in. I underestimated how much fuel we were going to need, so I ordered another one, and I thought 12 gallons would be enough, but that's going to be borderline to go from the bottom to the top and back to the bottom. So 15 gallons should get us what we need. And then we've got the Race Whip seats, which are going in here. Got to fab brackets for those. All the Haltech electronics are going in this car, so I still need to wire the car. We've got Weiss Fab knuckles, the 4D Engineering subframes I mentioned, 15 STI steering rack, and any other linkages that you can think of are going on here. Fortune Dreadnought two-way coilovers, which we forgot to pick up at the shop. That I'm talking about
we should probably grab that.
This is going to be an undertaking, but we needed to make at least one video showing where we started, and we're going to try and do at least a weekly update.
Yeah.
I don't know that we're going to have the time to be doing time lapses this whole.
We'll try to run a few time lapses, and at least during testing we'll put, at least initial testing plus the actual running of Pikes Peak, we will have like 1 million GoPro mounts on this car.
I'd love to get more build up, but
we're gonna try our best to keep people updated.
Yeah, we got about
not even 3 months. We need to have it done in 2.5. We need it
done and running by the end of May.
So that's less than 2 months.
It's less than 2 months. Ideally, I need to get this thing done in 6 weeks.
Yeah. And
have it running, even if it's running shitty. But I can't go over that because we need time to shake it down.
Yeah.
So, we have high expectations for paint and wrap. I don't know if we're going to get to that point because getting it running is more important
Fingers
than
crossed.
cosmetics. So
Fingers crossed it'll end up pretty and strong.
Yes.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah. Oh, and we have to make the front splitter because we got to compensate for that wing.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So, more updates
Can't just order
later.
one?
I already asked. I can't afford it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pikes Peak's expensive as it is.
It's very expensive.
But yeah, we'll try to keep you updated.